Hello there, Capricorn. Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We are going to be doing your tarot card reading for the year of 2024. So we're going to see how your year may turn out, things you're going to leave behind, how your year may be, things that you're going to learn this year as well. As always, this is going to be a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Understand everything here is to raise your awareness so it empowers your power of choice to create the reality that you want. Okay, so let's see here. So I see here for some of you, in terms of some of the things you were leaving behind from 2023, it could have been a very satisfying year for you. I see the Nine of Cups right here. Nine of Cups saying, you maybe had a lot of fulfillment, and not to say, that's not going to be a fulfilling year for 2024 at all. It's just saying even more so with a 9, it could become a 10 of Cups, a situation where you're like, you are certain dreams or wishes for some of you may have came true, and you've been able to really get your feel a lot of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment from some of those things. I see here also we got the Emperor, Major Arcana card here. So really, I see some of you coming into the new year really in a sense of power. It's like some of the things that you have learned from 2023, in terms of taking control of your life, decisions, finances even, your relationships, whatever it may be. For some of you, you really have found your place, your seat of power in yourself, in your abilities, in your capabilities. So here I really see for some of you, you're coming in very strong in terms of feeling fulfilled, a lot of strength. We even see here the Ace of Wands in reversed. So I see some of you, you're leaving some things behind as well. What I can see here is there are certain adventures or certain opportunities for some of you that you may have taken during 2023, some chances or risks even, possibly in love, which I will talk about in a little bit. But for some of you, they may have not been they didn't turn out the way that maybe you wanted. And that's completely fine. Not everything is supposed to work out the way it should. Sometimes some things are just lessons, So for some of you, even though some of those things didn't work out, that's completely fine. With that Emperor card, that Nine of Cups card, I could definitely see here that there is something where you, regardless of what happened, whatever didn't work out, you still feel very good about your situation, very in control of your situation, which is wonderful. Let's pull out some clarification cards. Let's see. Love that. Okay. Cool. Okay, so in terms of that, let's touch upon that Ace of Wands that I said before. Clarification, it shows the Nine of Pentacles here. Material gain. So here for some of you, maybe you were trying to actually what I really get here is, even as I said before with that Emperor card and the Nine of Cups, it really is saying regardless of what happened, if things didn't work out, you still have your self-worth. Maybe for some of you, it wasn't like a big failure or it wasn't a big loss in some sense. It really is saying that maybe from those things that didn't work out, you learned much more about yourself, what you're capable of, and maybe what's in better alignment for you. And you learned how to pick yourself up, as that Emperor said before, and with this Nine of Pentacles as well. It's all about self-worth. You know how to be sustainable. You know how to, find strength in your weaknesses or whatever it may be. That Nine of Cups here, we got the Queen of Swords. Love that. That's telling me, you really understand, or you really became clear about certain things in your life. Whether it be about, as I said, whatever situation, your relationships, maybe your finances. We got another Pentacles coming up here as well. But really, it's saying by going through whatever you had to go through in 2023, it helped you find clarity. I think really the message that I'm getting here is that you're finding clarity about who you are and what you're capable of. On top of that Emperor, we have the Two of Pentacles it says harmonious change. So as I said before, if there really wasn't anything that worked out for you, it was for your harmony, to bring you back into that frequency of being in harmony with yourself and who you are. This being right on top of that Emperor card right here. So really, it's saying that whatever changes may have came, good or bad, doesn't matter. It was all for the better. I think for some of you, as you come into 2023, you understand that about yourself, which is wonderful. So talking about how your year may turn out for you. Here I see two things. Number one, we got the Lover's card reversed. So if you have left any type of relationship in 2023, Understand, as I said, it's for your better. It's for that harmonious change. It's for your self-worth. And even the lover's card reversed is really just saying, you're learning how to love yourself more than other people. You're learning how to find self-validation and not external validation from anyone. So with that lover's card, it's really saying that you've cut out any type of relationships that haven't worked out, anything that's toxic or not in alignment with you, and you really are trying to find that self-love for yourself, that self-care as well. We also got another major arcana. Love seeing all this major arcana for you. We got the Star card reversed. So here, as you may go through the year, there is something where there is going to be a big rebirth for you, where you're going to start to shed old skin and to start feeling like your more authentic self, find things that are in proper alignment for you, whatever situations, relationships, whatever any of that may be. But with that Star card reversed right in the middle of your whole reading, it really is saying that you're going to find a new hope in some sense. You're going to learn how to be who you're meant to be even more so for this year. I really see that for the Star because that's Aquarius energy right there. And that woman, she's naked out in the forest or the woods or wherever it is. She's pouring out the spiritual waters, of the universe to share that to the earth, to bring that to the earth. So here I feel like for you too, you may start to connect more with your spirituality, your higher self, the universe, your intuition, whatever it may be. So really it's saying, you will be going through this shedding of old skin, and even more so becoming more authentic to you. We got that Two of Pentacles as well. It's funny seeing that this went underneath that previous Two of Pentacles on top of that Emperor card before. So here, there could be certain decisions that you may have to make as well in terms of your finances or anything like that. Here you may have different opportunities, for you that may be presented to you that you may have to weigh the pros and cons for to figure out exactly, which one would be best for you. And as I said, with those two major arcana about loving yourself with the Lovers, shedding old skin, becoming more authentic to yourself with the Star, these things will help you make the proper decision, the ones that are best for you, because you will know yourself at this point. And also certain things like, trying to juggle around, like, the everyday, responsibilities, the everyday bills that you have to pay, all that type of stuff. So that may be something on the forefront that you may have to deal with for 2024 as well. Let's pull out some clarification cards for these. Let's see. Ooh, I love that. A lot of swords. Oh, got a fawn. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Cool. More major arcana for you. So here, even more so, we got that on top of the Lover's card, we got the Princess of Swords. And as I said before, you got the Queen of Swords as well. So on top of just becoming more clear about what it is that you want and who you are, you may start to learn new things as well. On top of the Lover's card, you may also get some communications from new people, new opportunities, new relationships. So even though things didn't work out for some of you who resonate with this, didn't work out in relationships from 2023, there could be new opportunities for you where someone may be reaching out, communicating to you for a possible relationship or love interest, dates, whatever it may be. But also, as I said, if you're finding self-love, you're going to learn new information. The Princess is similar to the Page of Swords and other tarot card decks. So it's really about, you are relearning, getting a new reframing of a belief system or frame of mind of some sense in terms of new information is coming to you. And that new information will come as self-love as well. And it could be on top of relationships too, if that is what you're looking for. Love seeing this King of Wands on top of that Star energy. So really, this is telling me that for some of you, as you're going to start to shed your old skin, you're going to embody this King of Wands energy. This is telling me that really you're going to become very ambitious. You're going to have a very long-term vision for your life or what it is that you truly want. And again, piggybacking off of that Emperor energy, you're going to be in control of your actions, your ambitions, your drive, your determination, your passion, all of that stuff. So that really see that kind of like Phoenix rising moment, like from the ashes, you let an old self of you die so you could be reborn. And that's the complete, point of our whole time here as human beings, to continually evolve and change for the better. As I talk about that, on top of that Two of Pentacles, we got the Death card. You know, big transformations for some of you. It could be financial, you know, depending on if you have certain choices that you have to make in terms of your finances, a job, or doing certain things with your money, investing, whatever it is, spending your money. You know, it could be a big life-changing moment for some of you. So if you have big things coming up or plans for this new year of 2024, like buying a house, making a big investment, you know, all that type of stuff, it could really be, you know, the next step of letting an old stage die and to allow a new one to begin. And even more so on a personal reading, you know, the Death card, as I said before, you're going to shed that old skin. You're going to be born into someone new, which is really wonderful for the new year. So let's move on to things that you may learn from this year of 2024. Magician, more major arcana. Love seeing this for you. So as I said before, I think this goes right across from that Emperor with the star. It goes right to the Magician. You're going to really be truly powerful this year. I think one of the big takeaways in terms of this last row for your reading is you're going to learn how to use your power of manifestation. You're going to learn how to use your energy. You know, you're going to learn how to use your control and your willpower to create the situations that you want. And you're going to be able to practice that and hopefully master it by this year with the Magician card. Let's move on as well. We got the Knight of Swords also. Something that I think that you are going to learn as well is, like, I think you're going to learn how to slow things down and take things at a slower pace. Maybe not to rush into things or rush past, like, you know, those small moments of life that may be so wonderful, but in this busy world we're forced to move all the time. I think is really going to help you become more aware with who you are, allow you to be more in the present moment versus rushing toward the future or rushing toward the past, whatever it may be. So I think that's a wonderful thing as well. You know, as you're becoming yourself, you're becoming very present about the transformations you're going through, i.e. that Death card, as well as, you know, just being present in the moments where you have these wonderful moments where you could feel very fulfilled, very powerful, finding self-love, you know, discovering who you are for the year of 2024, all of that good stuff. Six of Cups as well. So here, I think, you know, seeing the Lover's card, you know, and that Ace of Wands over there, if there was anything in love that really didn't work out for you, I think it's going to help ground your idea of love as well. I think there's something here where it's saying, you know, you're going to learn to take off those rose-colored glasses and to not fall in love with the fantasy of love, but more with the reality of love. I know that doesn't sound romantic to some of you, but it's the truth. Sometimes, you know, it's good to feel the fantasy. I get it. You know, that honeymoon phase, wonderful. But also it's like everything eventually, you know, doesn't plateau, but everything evens out, you know, eventually, where it doesn't feel like a fantasy anymore when we're faced with real world problems. So there's something here where I think it's really going to say, you know, you're going to find a balance between romanticism and as well as being grounded in love as well, to be real with it when challenges do come and you're faced with the reality of certain situations, where you have to say to yourself, you know, this isn't the fantasy, but is this still what I want? And if it's yes, then you have to face reality with your partner together and make that decision. You know, challenge any type of conflict or anything together as a couple. So here, I think there's something here for anyone, especially with that Lover's card. Relationships, I think, you're going to have that certain reframing as well. That Princess of Swords on top of that Lover's card, again, you're going to reframe what love may mean to you and maybe be very clear about what it is that you want from your partner and love in general. Some more clarification cards. Let's see here. Ooh. Oh, God. Okay, got that. Okay, so we got the Magician again. So Magician, Nine of Cups again for you. As I said, you know, this is still going to be a very abundant year in terms of emotional fulfillment for you, which is wonderful. So here, it's kind of saying, like, you know, you left 2023 with that Nine of Cups energy where you feel very fulfilled and you got your wishes for some of you, and you're still going to manifest those things with this being on top of the Magician as well. Saying, you know, maybe even last year, maybe you still understood how to use your power wisely and for your good. So it shows that you're really going to continue to do that for yourself because you know that you've done it before, which is wonderful. And then, so let's see here. We got, on top of that Knight of Swords, we got the Five of Pentacles. So here with the Five of Pentacles, I really feel like, as I said, it's going to bring you into your present moment. With that Five of Pentacles, it's really much saying, you know, we can focus on certain things that aren't, that on the negative side of our life, you know, sometimes like how much we lack financially, how much we lack in our relationships, we lack in whatever, you know, that's just the human condition in mind, you know, that's just human conditioning, you know. So here it's really saying, you know, as you are becoming more present, I think you're going to start to see a lot of those little details, those little moments in life that will show you that, you know, this is just an illusion. All those things, all that negative self-talk that we have within our mind, that inner critic, you know, all of that stuff is going to be more silenced by seeing the reality of you blooming, of blossoming into who you are, of getting all of this abundance and emotional fulfillment. And by being more aware of it is giving real life examples for you to turn to in your mind. It's going to replace all those illusions of fear or lack or like spiritual poverty or whatever it may be. Finally, as I said here, you know, really, that you can't make this crap up. You know, Six of Cups and you got the Tower. So here, it's the Tower is really saying you're going to break down certain ideas, ideologies, belief systems that you may have had before. Again, those rose-colored glasses are coming out, are getting off your face, and you're taking them off, you know, and you're facing reality. You know, Tower is kind of a scary card for some people, but really it's the whole process. You know, things have to be broken down in order for new things to be built up. I really believe, seeing this on top of that Six of Cups here, and with that Princess of Swords over the Lover, you're going to get a new idea, a new truth about what love means to you and what it is that you want out of it. So let's pull out some more cards. Let's get some major themes for you. Let's see, yes. Very good. And let's do, so here. First off, let's start off here, trust. I think here really is saying trusting yourself. You know, I don't think there's anything, I mean, for some of you, of course, trust the universe, but with this reading is really a self-empowerment type of reading for some of you, if any of this did resonate. With that Emperor and like the King of Wands, that's what I'm really looking at right now, you know. This is really saying that you have learned to trust yourself, and you're continuing to trust yourself in order to make your life happen. So I think that's a very big one. Continue to trust yourself, you know, and if you have struggled with that in 2023, maybe you will start to learn that more. Come into your place of power, your seat of power. Acceptance, you know. This one, as I said, with the Star card, I think as you become your more authentic self, you're going to learn to accept yourself completely, the good things and the bad things especially. You know, that's a big part. You know, we can always just talk ourselves up and accept the good things, but when we find things that we are lacking, or things that, you know, that are things that we can work on, you know, when we accept them, then we can address them without judgment, you know, and address them very objectively, instead of saying like, you know, oh, I'm a crappy person because I can't do this, or I lack this, you know. I think the acceptance part is going to help you grow, you know, help you grow in a certain way where you will become whole, you know. The dark and the light will come together into true acceptance and peace. Here I see waiting. This comes, as I said, with that Knight of Swords, you know, it's something that I get this feeling for some of you that really is just a time where you're going to take in the pleasure of life as you go through it. You will love the adventure and love the journey, and not just the end goal. You know, so there is something here that's really telling me that you will take the time to really learn from this journey and be very present in it, which is very important, you know, because sometimes we just look back on stuff, you know, years later and said, wow, that was a great time, but we could have been living and having those feelings throughout the whole process, you know, from the time it happened all the way until the future, you know. More themes for you, chop the wood. There's something here saying, for me, it's like you're doing things to take care of yourself. You know, whenever I see this card, I think of like there's a big winter coming, and you have to chop the wood every day when the weather is nice, so you can take care of yourself for the future, for the times that are hard. I really think for some of you, you're going to be doing a lot of self-work, again, a lot of blossoming, a lot of self-discovery, you know, and self-reflection, where you're going to, ultimately, that's going to take care of you for future situations or future conflicts or challenges you may have for the year 2024. Mending here, I love seeing this. This landed right next to that Death card. You know, there's something here, as I said, when things get broken down, we heal from them. This mending process, as I said, you're going to shed old skin. Sometimes that is uncomfortable. Sometimes we don't want to let go of certain things, but by doing so fully and by accepting that's just the way life works, you heal from it. So there's a certain healing process, I think, for some of you as well. As you get into, your more genuine self, there will be a lot of healing from past pain and also just from the process in general. TikTok, as I said, with time, and this lands on the same row as I said before, you are really going to just look at time very differently. For some of you, you're just going to be very much more in your moment than anything else right now. For this year, I think it's going to be, and if some of you, if you have challenges with that, I really think that, maybe it's something you could really benefit from this year, to really be aware of all the milestones and even the downfalls, even the places that we fail, because that's where wisdom lies. That's where lessons lie, from our failures. So being present toward all those things, but being objective, they can still hurt, but also just learning the purpose of everything that happens in our life, all the things that happen in our circumstances. That's what's going to help you grow. And finally, I love this, soul name. Whenever I see this one, this is like the final card. It's going to be the last card in terms of a big theme for you for 2024. As I said, this reinvention process where you're going to really know yourself and to really rediscover who you are as you are now for this year of 2024. It's like renaming your soul, or really finding out the name of your soul in a certain sense. So here in terms of soul name, I get this reinvention process where for some of you, again, that star card in the middle of your reading, it's really going to help you understand who you are on the most deepest sense, as deep as you need to go for this year. And by doing so, it's like finding out those finer details of who you are, what it is that you want from your situations, what it is that you are in control of, and how can you make it happen. So that's kind of what I see for all of you wonderful Capricorns for the year 2024. A lot of major arcana, a lot of really awesome things for you, big transformation processes, and you're bringing in a lot of good things, a lot of powerful things from 2023, I think that you've learned, and you're learning how to really put them into practice for 2024 so that you can face challenges, become more authentic, and again, just become very clear about who you are. So again, if this reading did resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment. I love hearing comments from y'all. And don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I want to thank anyone out there who has already subscribed. I've gotten a lot of subscribers this month, so thank you so much. And I think that's all I got for you right now. But until then, I will see you next time. Thank you so much again for watching. Truly appreciate you. Have a good year, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.